That morning drive. We've got slushy, slick roads right in the FM area. We just got a report of more than 3 inches of snow, and it's that slushy, sloppy kind of snow. So it's going to make it tough to get going at some of those intersections where it has built up. And just looking at tough travel with acceleration and with stopping as well in these places. So watch out if you are in one of those places that have picked up an inch or more of snow. Even a thin layer is going to be on the slick side. In addition to that, there's snow on the roads, and then there's still some falling snow. So your visibility is going to be reduced too as you're getting ready to head out the door. On top of that, if you park outside, you're going to need extra time to get the windshield cleared off too. Here's a look at our snowfall report so far this morning. We are again on that higher side in Fargo-Moorhead. I just updated this at the bottom of your screen. Fargo at 3.1 inches. Frazee has had 2.5. This was a couple of hours ago that we got some of these reports in. I'm guessing these numbers are higher at this point in time. Some of these spots have seen the heavier snow still ongoing since. If you've got a snowfall report or an update for us, let us know. You can head to our Facebook page. I've got this graphic posted right on the page in the comment section. Let us know what you have seen and what you are measuring. And again, if you hopefully make it to your location safely, let us know what you experienced on the roads too, so we can pass that along to other folks. And speaking of, here's our view of the interchange between University Drive and I-94 here in South Fargo. Earlier, it was just tire tracks on the road. And this is something that's going to be kind of a dynamic situation, changing as we go along through the morning. You'll see the snow build up as traffic picks up with the morning drive. A lot of that snow will start to melt because temperatures are so mild. And we'll start to see some of those tire tracks turn to more just wet road surfaces, perhaps a little more slush. And that's exactly what we're seeing at the intersection right here. As we get more snow coming down, that'll build just right back up. Again, keeping an eye on Lake Park, but that's where we've seen some of that heavier snow come down right now, right along Highway 10 between Detroit Lakes and the Hawley area, some of the heavier snowfall. And then this stretches back up into Mahnomen County. Netawashi, I just had a snowfall report from there between 1 and 2 inches of snow. We continue to get heavy snow there, so I know you've got more on the ground at this point in time in that area. So large area of snow in southern parts of the valley, southeastern North Dakota, and back into our counties in Minnesota as well. If you're in the northern valley, it's a lot quieter for you to start off this morning. Grand Forks has had some snow, that's tapered off, and gradually we'll just kind of see this area of snowfall diminish through the morning hours. But not before you're running into some problems on this morning drive. We're looking at less than a mile visibility in Bemidji, in Gwinner, and in Oaks. We're at less than a mile. Fargo is at 1.7, so just under 2 miles visibility right now. And of course, Northern Valley, where we're not getting the snow, we're looking at better visibility reports coming in. So here's your hour-by-hour planner. Large area of blue here indicating that snow through the morning, and this continues through that morning commute by 9 a.m. We're looking at still some snow in Fargo-Moorhead and then into Lakes Country in southeastern North Dakota. By the time we get into the noon hour, this is really starting to dwindle. You see the coverage of this has really come down, and we'll just see some patchy areas of falling snow, more likely in the south, very far south, and over to our eastern counties. The other thing that's going to be happening is it's been nice. The snow has not been blowing around. It's been a light wind, but that's changing. We're going to see those winds pick up, start increasing, gusting into the 30 to 40 mile per hour range out of the north. So anywhere where that snow is falling, your visibility is going to get lower when that wind increases here today. And we keep the wind around even after the snow goes out. So we're looking at temperatures just staying on the cooler side, maybe warming up a few degrees above freezing. So we'll get that snow melted on the roads, likely sticking around on those grassy surfaces, and especially tonight we'll likely see that stick around with temperatures dropping below the freezing point. Now heading into the rest of the week, we start to warm up more and more, and the weekend is looking so much better. Something to look forward to as we're trudging through what will be yet another wintry morning and wintry wait out at the bus stop here today.
Wow. I think it's beautiful snow.
I mean, it's
one last look.
That's the good thing right now, is that it hasn't been windy, so
No.
it looks really pretty out there,
Yeah.
but we know it's accumulating on the roads, Jordan, and
Absolutely.
so that's going to lead to the hazards for today.
It sure will. Yeah, Lisa, thank you. So let's get a check of those road conditions for you now this morning. We want to take a look at the state of North Dakota. It is just a rainbow of colors on there. I'm going to do my best to break everything down for you this morning. We're talking the Devil's Lake Basin all the way up to Canada. Everything I'm going to outline in yellow here and color on in. Again, that's mostly especially the Devil's Lake Basin area, that is ice covered. Now let's get a different color here, and we're going to want to just look at what they're classifying as wet, which could mean some slush or just some melted snow. That's I-29, Grand Forks to just south of Hillsborough, actually more like the Grandin exit, and then northwest of Valley City as well. Everything colored in blue there. And then we're going to look at purple here. That is our snow-covered southwestern North Dakota, southwest and south of West Fargo and Fargo. However, there is one little thing going on here that's just a little bizarre. Taking a look at the metro, depending which way you head out of it, it depends on what you're experiencing. Just south of the metro, it says it's wet. North of the metro, it says snow covered. West of the metro says both. So you got to watch out there no matter where you're going. Taking a look in Minnesota here, I-94 out of the metro as well. That's this line here. Partially or fully covered with snow just outside of the metro, partially covered the rest of the way. Highway 10, Detroit Lakes to Hawley, fully covered as well. We had a spin out reported just east of Monaga, and then Roseau County this morning in a no travel advisory. So watch out there. These conditions are changing very quickly this morning. This map looks different just about every 15 minutes that I check it. And so you can go 5, 10, 15 miles and experience something different than where you just were. So make sure you're prepared, and we'll have the latest for you throughout the morning. Otherwise, coming up here on the Valley today, wrapping unruly arrestees with a new device. People in the Northern Valley are now training with Ebola wrap.